Hello to everyone. Welcome to my yet another Instagram live at APCA India. Let me introduce myself to all the new viewers who have logged on for the very first time. My name is Chef Sneha Yedri and I am an alumni of the Academy of Pastry and Culinary Arts, Mumbai. I graduated from Culinary Arts in the month of February 2020. And at the academy, I not only gained theoretical knowledge about culinary science, but also have taken the skills, the techniques, the plating, the presentation of various culinary cuisines. So not taking much of your time, let me transport you back to our very own country, India, where I chose the recipe for Rasano Fajito, which is a humble, soulful food of any Gujarati household. So speaking about fajito, many of you would have thought that it would have been a Mexican dish, but you will all be surprised that this is a staple food of the Gujarati community that are eaten during the summer days, which is made up of two ingredients, the curd and the mango. So I thought this dish would be wonderful to display to you today because mangoes are in season and curd, as you all know, is very soothing to our body, right? So without any further delay, let me take you where I'm cooking off this Rasano Fajito. Anand, come here. So in a bowl, please go as per the, so I have taken the measurement as per displayed in the Instagram live. So what I'm doing is, I am taking 1 cup of amras, which I have blistered in the mixie. So you have to take equal proportion, equal proportion of your mango pulp as well as the curd. So if you're taking 1 cup of your mango pulp, you have to take 1 cup of well whisked curd. Yeah. So I'm putting this in a bowl. Do not waste anything. Then you add in 1 cup of whisked curd into it. This is a room temperature curd. I am not taking cold curd. I had taken the curd out 1 hour prior to this Instagram live. It is a room temperature curd, right? Now into it I will be adding the water in which the mango skin and the seed was washed. So what I actually did in the recipe, you would have seen that I had asked you to keep the seed with the pulp, 2 numbers. So what I did was, I actually washed the seed in the water thoroughly to take out all the pulp from the seed. What I usually do is, even when I don't do this process, what I used to do is, I directly put in this seed with the pulp into the curry so that the seed will absorb the flavor of the curry into the seed, right? So today I'm not going to do this. So I wash the seed and the skin, and this is the water that I got by washing the seed and the skin. So into this, I will also be adding 1/4 teaspoon of haldi powder, right? So let me switch on the gas to make the tadka. So for the tadka, I will be adding ghee, and also some oil, 1 teaspoon of oil. I don't require the ghee or the oil floating into the curry. So this is the quantity of the oil or the ghee that goes into it. Let the pan get hot. for tempering the spices. So I added haldi into it. Now I will add in a teaspoon. No, I will add salt as per taste. And what I'll do is take a whisk and whisk it nicely. Into this you will add 2 tablespoons of gram flour. You can reduce the quantity of the gram flour if you do not want it too floury into your curry. So 2 tablespoons of gram flour that goes into it, and whisk it nicely till there is no lumps of the gram flour. So how do you check the temperature of the oil, if it's done or not, is by putting a wooden spoon into the oil. You see these bubbles? Come closer, Anil. You see this bubble? So your oil is just right to put in the masalas. So into the oil, I add in an inch of cinnamon and 4 to 5 cloves. Add in into it. Let the masalas release its flavor into the oil. Till then you need to mix it nicely. Now you add in the water in which the mango seed and the mango skin and the pulp is washed. So once that is done, you add in half a teaspoon of rye. Let it splutter. You add in a pinch of hing into it, which is very good for health. So once that is done, you add in 1 teaspoon of jeera. Yes, so you've seen how quickly the whole spices are releasing its flavor into the hot oil. If the oil was not that hot, then it would take its own sweet time to release its flavor. Since it's got this instant shock of the heat, it is releasing its flavor into the oil. Into this you add in this this ginger and chili paste, where I have taken 1 inch of a ginger and 3 chilies. So since I like it quite spicy, you can put it as per your spice level. So what I've done is I have blended both ginger and the chili in a mixie and made it a paste. So let the raw smell of the ginger and the chili go off. The next thing that you need to do is to take the pan off the heat. Why am I doing this? Is because many a times when you put this cold element into this hot oil, what happens is the curd instantly starts splitting. So what you do is when you get this into a particular temperature or a room temperature, and you then add the cold mixture into it, it will not split. So I'm going to wait for a while. This is the same water that I used for washing the skin and the pulp and the seed. And then I add into this mixture. Right? I get the pan back on the gas. and I will keep on stirring this because it would actually take around 10 to 15 minutes for it to cook. You need the besan or the gram flour to cook properly sorry, so that you do not have that raw taste of the gram flour into your mouth. Right? So I'm going to give it a stir continuously with the heat on. Right? Now you can add the water as per your consistency. You don't want a thick curry. You want a curry which needs to be nice and flowing. Right? So as this is boiling, let me tell you more about this curry. So this curry was introduced by my friend, a Gujarati friend, when I was pregnant. So I actually was craving for something sweet, tangy and spicy. So when she introduced me to, she made it and she introduced me to this curry. What happened is I got all the 3 flavors that I needed. So thank you for introducing me to Fajito. So in the olden days, in any of the Gujarati family, what they used to do is in every summer season when they used to get mangoes, they use peri mangoes for this curry and they do not use any other mango. But right now I have used Alfonso because I don't have peri mangoes with me. So what the Gujarati household used to do is they used to get these mangoes and then they used to soak them in water for an hour or so. Once they are soaked, what they used to do is they used to take it out and they used to massage it slowly and then squeeze out the pulp from the mango. They squeeze out the pulp into a muslin cloth which is tied on the mouth of a big vessel. So what they actually got in the vessel is the amras, and what was actually remaining or left was the skin with the fibrous tissue of the mango as well as the seed along with the pulp. So they thought that nothing should be wasted of the mango. So what they instantly got was they washed the skin thoroughly in the water and also the seed with the pulp in the water. So actually there are 2 ways to make this curry. But the first way is the way that I am making right now and showing it to you. And the second way is that you saw earlier that I had a liquid where I had washed the skin and the seed of the mango. So they used to use that and the curd, a thick buttermilk, but they never used besan. So there are 2 versions, one with besan and one without besan. The one without besan, where they used to get the thickness is that the mangoes are quite slimy. So they instantly start, when they mix up with the curd, they instantly start giving that thickness to the curry, right? So that is the history of Fajito. So Rassano Fajito means Ras is amras and Fajito means fiasco. Nothing was wasted of the mango. So it's start to boil. So to let you all know, I am going to plate 2 types. One is a traditional home type plating, and I also would like to present to you a fine dining way of presenting the same dish in a restaurant or so. You can give a fine dining experience at your home. Why not, right? So I will be dividing this curry into 2, one for my traditional plating and one for my fine dining plate. So at this point, when the curry is just about to boil, what I will be doing is, let me just clear this out. You can add in this more curry to check in the consistency. Smells nice. So now what I would be doing is I will put in half a teaspoon of red chili powder. This is Kashmiri red chili powder. So it will not give us the spiciness but a little bit of its color into the curry. So half a teaspoon of this red chili powder, right? And I've also mentioned that I need a lemon sized jaggery. Now why am I putting jaggery into it? Because sometimes you might see that the mangoes are not too sweet. So if at all your mangoes are not sweet, you can actually put in jaggery to equate the sweetness of the curry, right? So let the jaggery melt into the curry. So why I selected this dish is for my vegetarian friends, because last time when I did eggetarian dish, that is Turkish eggs, they were very upset. So I decided why not do a dish for my vegetarians friends. A boil. Let it come to a boil. That I will start clearing it a bit. Anand, can you come here? Can you see the boil that is coming? You actually need to taste your food to check whether everything is proper. It requires salt. So I'm going to put salt as per your taste. And then again taste the curry. So as you're mixing, the curry is starting to get thickened up for two reasons. One, because of the flour content into it, and the other is the slimy sort of water that we introduced into the curry. Let me taste again. So I get this boil over the curry. Anand, can you come a little forward? I get the boil over this curry. Now I'll keep it aside. And what I'll do first is I will transfer it into my plate where I'm going to serve. So this is my serving bowl. So this is my traditional way of serving Rasano Fajito, a very homely style. Right? Now I'll give a final tempering. So Rasano Fajito can be served with padni roti, which is a double roti, or it can be served with rice, steamed rice, or with khichdi, right? So So we will get this oil hot. It's not hot yet. We'll put in some nice coriander on top. We'll check whether the oil is ready. Starting to get ready. And then we can fry up these red chilies, okay, and a little bit of curry leaves. So it's done. So I'll take it out. And I also would like to give curry patta. Take that out too. So this is my traditional way of serving Rassano Fajito with my khichdi. Okay. So I promised you that I will be doing two presentations today. One is the home cooked Rassano Fajito with a home style presentation, and the other would be the fine dining presentation. So when I was thinking about how to do a fine dining presentation, I thought about why not talk to you about molecular gastronomy. So molecular gastronomy is very enchanting because you take any type of food and then you change the molecular of the food into a different mouthfeel. So you have a basic curry like this, but you can transform its shape, but you still have that the burst of flavors into your mouth, right? So what if I was in the academy or I was in any of the fine dining restaurants, what I would have been doing is that I would actually take mango juice and add it to a ingredient called alginate. Now what is an alginate? An alginate is a seaweed. So it is a gelatin from a seaweed. So when you mix the mango juice along with the alginate and then you drop it as spears into a calcium bath, what happens is there is a lovely thin membrane that envelops this mango juice. So when you actually put that spherification into your mouth, it will be a burst of flavors of that mango juice along with this curry. So if I have to show you that, Anand, can you come closer? So this is the spherification method. So what they are doing is they are actually mixing the mango juice along with the alginate. So when they have mixed that too, they start dropping these small spears into a calcium bath. What you actually get is these lovely caviars, or what I can say spears, that when you take a mouthful of it and when you pop it into your mouth, is just burst full of flavors. So it is magic. Cooking is actually magic. So since I don't have those ingredients with me, the alginate and the calcium bath with me, so what I decided is a quick one. So let me just keep this aside for a bit. What I will be doing is now I would be straining the liquid of the Rassano Fajito into this pan. Why am I doing so? Because I have already infused the flavors of the whole spices, the curry patta, the haldi, the red chili, everything I have infused it into the curry. So what I'm looking out is a flavorful curry, right? So let me strain this. So Anand, can you see that? I have just the residue on the strainer. So all these things are strained out. And what I get is a lovely sunset color of the mango. Right? So this is full with flavor. Right? Now, since I cannot do spherification, what I came up with an idea is this. So what I did was, I took a melon baller and I scooped out the pulp of the mango and made these small roundels of it. So this serves as a spherification, right? So let me start doing the thing. So I'm taking a bowl like this. Let me clean it. Right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place these balls in the side of the bowl. So this will act as spears. Lovely. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this curry and spoon it on the side of the mangoes. So you're not literally drowsing the mango balls with the curry, but you are just spooning the curry there. This is an off-center presentation. Right? So then I sprinkled coriander into the traditional one. So I made coriander oil. So how did I do this coriander oil? What I did is, I took a large pan of boiling water, and once it starts boiling, you actually blanch the coriander leaves into the boiling water. So once it gets its shock treatment, you immediately take it out and transfer it into a bowl of ice cold water. What helps is it will maintain the color of the coriander. So once you have done that, you take the leaves out of the cold bath and then you pat it dry with a kitchen towel. Once it's completely dry, you put it in a blender along with a neutral oil. Don't put any extra virgin olive oil, because then the taste of the oil will overpower the coriander. So what you do, any neutral oil that you can use, you blend it into in the blender. So when you nicely blend it, the coriander and the oil will emulsify together, and then you put it in a muslin cloth and then strain the oil. What you get is this lovely green color of coriander oil. So before that, I will put in, this is curd which I had done. It is simple beaten curd that I've put in the squeezy bottle. Right? Since I don't have another squeezy bottle, what I did is I took a filler and I filled it with this oil. Right? And I had made chili oil also. So I had done the tadka of the dry red chilies. So I made a chili oil, and with another dropper It's your imagination. So you can actually keep it this way, or what you can do is you can take a skewer and then you can just make designs. This how lovely that would look. Yeah. So next what I'm doing is I had put curry patta. So I will put curry patta here also. I decided to do curry patta powder, but with this presentation I don't think so that will go well with the curry. So what I will do is I will heat up this oil again, and I will take one curry patta and fry it nicely and put it on top of it. So what I want to tell you all is that the flavors like the coriander, the chili, the mango by itself, all that flavors can be introduced into this fine dining experience also. You have the coriander flavor, you have the red chili flavor, and you have a bite of the mango. What else do you need? So let me see if it's done. Yeah. So frying of this curry patta, I see. So fry this curry patta. So I have two versions. So this is the fine dining version of Rossano Fagito. And now I will get you both my plating. So this is the traditional way of serving your Rossano Fagito with the dal khichdi, and this is the fine dining experience. So thank you guys to see my recipe all through the Instagram live. You can also follow me on Sneha Yederi on Instagram with SNEHHAYEDERY. You can follow me there too, and I will see you all again in my next recipe. Thank you.